New York City drivers will have to pay $15 to ride through Manhattan. Yeah.
I did not know that.
You have to pay money to drive through the city. Well, first of
this
all,
is new.
Yeah.
Oh.
they're out of money.
Yeah, well, yeah, this is what happens when you make stupid policy decisions.
Yeah, you make terrible policy decisions, and you say that you're a sanctuary city, and then Texas goes, okay, great. And they just fucking... It's kind of a gangster move by Abbott.
I mean...
It's pretty gangster. If you're dealing with the border, and the border is where you are, and everyone's like, we are a sanctuary. Like, oh, are you?
Yeah, right.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I got an idea. What is going on? Have you been paying attention to this standoff between Texas and the Biden administration in terms of the border? Like Texas has put up barbed wire, and the Biden administration wants the barbed wire taken down.
I'll be honest and tell you I haven't been following it super close, which is odd because I'm Texas born and raised. And the weird thing is living in Dallas, you're almost still kind of disconnected from what's going on at the border a little bit because you're so far north.
Right.
But even in Houston, because I'm in Houston a lot too, it's not something that you're confronted with daily. But anybody from Texas usually at some point in time,
What was that?
Checking a video.
At some point in time, you're gonna go towards the border, and,
Yeah.
and you're gonna see it for yourself. But what I do know of it, I mean, at this point, we're trying not to lose control of it. Essentially, from what I can gather.
What is happening?
I don't know.
Whose idea is it?
In terms of what?
Who's letting this happen? Like it seems very organized. These people know the border's open, so they know they can just walk through.
I think there's a lot of virtue signaling I think involved in all of the whole like you talking about with New York saying we're a sanctuary city. Just yes, we accept everyone to come in, just not our state in our city. Right. And so I think you have that combined with the reality of what happens when you have a border that honestly is not being checked. Right. So if you have a situation where you have people who are able to just come in and leave as I wouldn't necessarily say leave, but coming into a state, and it's a choke point because a lot of it is coming in through Texas. So it's easy to have that philosophy of leave the border, don't make the border, get rid of the barbed wire, et cetera, because we want to seem as if we are welcoming to everyone. And I don't think it's a matter of not wanting to be welcoming. I think it has a lot to do with the same reason why you have a front door with locks on it on your house. Yeah. Right? At least have a checkpoint to say, okay, well, if you want to come in, I need to know who I'm dealing with.
Well, do you see they had this one guy that was on video that he said, you will see who I am soon. And then they found out he's on like some terrorist watch list or something like that.
Yeah.
Terrific.
But that doesn't surprise me, though.
Well, it doesn't surprise me either, but it seems too convenient that it's happening with the numbers that it's happening at. It seems organized. And I would like to know, like, how is it getting to those people? Is anyone supplying them with resources? Is anyone telling them how to do it? Is this organized?
I think it is. Do I have any proof or data to back it up? No, it's a hunch.
Yeah.
Just because it just doesn't really make sense. I don't think anybody who's honestly being honest with themselves, you're not going to be someone who says, you know what, I just want an open border where any and everyone can come in at will without anybody checking who's actually coming into the country.
No, it's insane.
It makes no sense.
It's insane. It's not the case if you fly in, which is nuts. So if you're coming from some country and you if you want to emigrate to the United States, it's hard.
Yeah.
You have to prove that you have some sort of exceptional skill. There's some reason for you to be here. You get a work visa. You have to apply for citizenship.
I mean, let's just keep it real. Like, there are a lot of people who just don't like this country.
Yeah.
And they would love to get into the country and cause damage to the country any way they can.
Yes.
So I think for anyone to say that they are for open borders,